America's a great country, and our founders set it up so we wouldn't have a king in America. That was a radical break from everything that had come before. As the great Tom Paine put it, in an authoritarian society, or what he called an absolute society, the king is law. But in a free society, Paine said, the law is king. The law is king. So what did he mean by that? Well, a king can do anything. A king can make foreign alliances with despots and dictators. A king can decide not to reveal anything about his own personal finances. A king can not submit his tax records. A king can even grab women whenever he wants to. But our Constitution turned all that on its head. Our Constitution began with those three magic words, we the people. All power flows from the people. All of us here in this room work for the people. The president works for the people. The Supreme Court works for the people. All of us work for the people. And in the Constitution, the first article belongs to Congress because we are the lawmaking branch. We are the representatives of the people. And the president's job is just to take care that the laws be faithfully executed. The president is implementing and executing the laws that we adopt. The reason why we have the oversight power, the reason why we have a Judiciary Committee here, is because we are responsible for the law, and we can't do it if we don't have all of the information that's available. The great James Madison, from the state of Virginia, from which hails our chairman in this committee, Madison said that popular government without popular information is prologue to a farce or a tragedy, or perhaps both. Those who mean to be their own governors must arm themselves with the power that knowledge brings. We must have the knowledge. That's what the Deutsche Amendment is about. That's what this resolution is about. But our founders didn't just rest in saying we wouldn't have a king. Our founders said that our Congress and our president would not be subject to the will of kings or princes or foreign governments. They knew how we could be financially compromised by foreign emissaries coming over and dangling money and gold and presents. And they said, none of us, members of Congress or president, we're all subject to it, can receive a present, an emolument, which is just a payment of any kind, an office or a title, like, for example, Order of Friendship from a foreign government, from a prince or a king. And yet now we have the first president in American history whose entire administration looks like a money-making operation all over the world. Golf courses, hotels, the Trump Hotel, deals with embassies, foreign potentates coming over, taking out ballrooms, having parties, millions of dollars in and out all of the time. This is America. We're a country that was founded on a rejection of monarchy and being compromised by foreign governments and foreign kings. The gentlemen, with their simple resolution asking for information, are trying to get to the bottom of this so we can vindicate what a great Republican president called government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Despotism's on the march on earth today. We've got a new king on earth, King Putin, the former chief of the KGB, who declared the single greatest catastrophe in the 20th century was the collapse of the Soviet Union. King Putin. So they had the Brexit vote. They had our vote on November 8th, which our intelligence agencies, and let us be very clear about it, told us it was the definitive goal and object of Vladimir Putin and his government to undermine American democracy, not just with espionage and cyber sabotage, but with fake news and propaganda. And, as my colleague from California says, they'll do it again. There's a dress rehearsal for 2020. Next stop is France, where they're putting millions of dollars into Marine Le Pen's National Front immigrant-bashing campaign all over France. Thank God for Germany, the last stronghold of liberal democracy on earth. But our job is to, as Americans, is to get to the bottom of this and vindicate our constitutional values. All of us, Democrats, Republicans, Independents, let's work together and get it done.